Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now. Ade Oladipo, brought to you by Undisputed.
Morning peeps, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. Shout out to the channel sponsor Undisputed, who gave me a couple of these. Can you guys see that? I need to give this away. Honestly, I should have done it ages ago. It's been sitting on my desk collecting dust for about a month, and it needs to go to a caring and loving home. So the first channel member that leaves a comment saying Undisputed, I'm going to get this one posted out to you straight away. So if you live in the country, you'll get it by Tuesday latest. If you live outside the country, then it might take a few more days. So yeah, leave a comment saying Undisputed, and I'm going to get this bad boy posted out to you. All right, whilst I have your attention, don't forget, I am doing a live tour. The first one will be September 4th, King's Place, London. There are still tickets available. The link to the tickets is in the description. And finally, we've just got over 85,000 subs, which is incredible. I can't thank you guys enough, but you know what the target is. I need that silver plaque. The target is 100,000 subs. So if you are one of those people like I do, so I'm not having a go at you, who watches the channel and doesn't subscribe. If you watch this channel and don't subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. It only takes not even a second and you're subscribed. Please do so. All right, let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk. Oh my God. I don't know where to begin. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Wembley yesterday sounded incredible as well. The fans turned up. The fans turned up and they turned out. They really did. I mean, the noise they generated. And let's be honest, they weren't entertained by the co-main event. They weren't entertained by the fight before that and the fight before that. But they were entertained by Oleksandr Usyk. And Daniel Dubois deserves some credit as well. So I'm going to quickly give Daniel Dubois his props before I do talk about the great man. And the reason I'm going to give Daniel Dubois props is that he tried. He had a go, right? I mean, that's all you can say. Have a go. And he had a go. He was on the front foot. He tried to jab. He tried to throw that right hand, and he landed that right hand a couple of times, by the way. He got Oleksandr Usyk in the corner, and he was trying to work. But ultimately, he's in there with an all-time great. Not a generational great, an all-time great. A generational great would almost dictate that Oleksandr Usyk is just a great in the last 10, 15 years. No. Oleksandr Usyk is a great since boxing began. Since boxing began, people. Understand what we're watching here. We're not watching a generational great. We're watching an all-time great. That's what Daniel Dubois was in there with. That's why I give credit to Daniel Dubois for even having a go. Now, there are some people that are like, well, one second. Daniel Dubois, and I get this argument, by the way. So this isn't me trying to go against what you guys are saying. When the ref said, okay, 9, 10, and you're out, and Daniel Dubois popped up at 10, I get it. I get it. And we're going to have to do a separate video about that because I do want this video to be about Oleksandr Usyk, but I get it. There are people like, one second, if you can pop up like that at 10, why can't you pop up like that at 8? And I fully understand what you guys are saying. So we'll talk about that because there is a conversation there. There is a conversation because I see Daniel Dubois look at Don Charles and look at his dad. And I don't know because I wasn't watching them. I don't know if they were like, I don't know if they were like that or like it is what it is. And I think he listens to them. So I'm almost going to have to watch the tape back to see what happened there. But if he popped up at 10 like that, I think he could have popped up at 8. But that being said, he got caught flush with a left hook that would have taken a fucking horse down. That left hook that he got caught flush where they're both swinging away. I don't know, man. I don't think you recover from that. And to be honest, even if he did pop up at 7, I'm telling you now, his ass is popping back down about 20 seconds later. So I don't want to give Daniel Dubois too much stick. He was in there, as I said, with an all-time great. There is a discussion in my brain right now as I'm talking to you about where Oleksandr Usyk is when it comes to the best heavyweights of all time. Like in my head right now, I'm thinking, who beats him? And the only ones that spring to mind in me, and look, by the way, styles make fights, right? And I mean, Oleksandr Usyk could have been beaten by a random 80s or 70s heavyweight because there were so many good ones. But in terms of the generational all-time greats, the ones that I think that I'm confident could cause him problems and beat him, I say confident, I'm not very confident at all. Ali, Lennox Lewis, Larry Holmes because of the jab, and Evander. Now, some might say Joe Louis. I could understand some saying Mike and some say Vitali. Maybe Foreman, maybe Fraser. But those four are the ones that are like, they might be a problem. Anyone else, and by the way, he could beat all those guys. Because the one thing about this generation of heavyweights compared to that generation is the size. So Oleksandr Usyk has given away quite a lot of size against AJ, against Dubois, certainly against Fury. Those guys, he's bigger than Ali, or around the same weight class. You know what I mean? They're not that big. They're not as big as you think they are. I was even speaking to Lennox on stage on Friday, and I was like, what was your lightest weight? And he was like, 220. So Oleksandr Usyk, he said he's heaviest 240. They're not as big as you think they were. Daniel Dubois was 248. So they're not as big as you think. Anyway, enough of that. Oleksandr Usyk is just special, people. Just special. He is so clear, the pound for pound number one. It's with a distance. It's almost like when Usain Bolt was at his peak and you're fighting for second place and Usain Bolt's looking around and stopping like, where is everyone? He's so far in front of Crawford and Inoue. So far in front. Like, and the thing is about this pound for pound discussion, I mean, it's in the title, pound for pound. He's given away so much poundage against these guys. He's given away so much poundage. It's incredible. But let's talk about the fight. You know, the first round, again, this is why I say credit to Daniel Dubois. He's coming out on the front foot. He's trying to establish dominance. He's trying to establish that jab. He's swinging from the hip immediately. And Usyk is switched on. Like, Usyk's eyes are like that, right? They're like, he's locked in like, whoa, this guy's coming to take my head off. Because he is swinging. And he understands Usyk, what's in front of him. I've said this a lot about Daniel Dubois. He's almost like a dog on a leash. And literally, as soon as that first bell go, he's gone. Like, he's kind of like that, right? So Usyk is switched on and he's having a look. And Usyk wins the fight in the first 20 seconds. He lands a jab that snaps the head of Daniel Dubois back. And I'm like, oh my God. Because this was all about the jabs. Everything was about the jabs. Like, jab is the key to throwing your power shots. Although Usyk's jab is like a power shot. And he lands that jab and immediately Daniel Dubois is like, fuck. You can see it in his eyes. Because it's not just a jab that takes his head back. It's a jab that takes his feet back. And that's Usyk saying, dude, I'm dominant here. You might be the bigger man, the younger man, but I'm Oleksandr fucking Usyk. Anyway, so he's landed that jab. They're moving. He then lands a nice little backhand. They're moving. Daniel Dubois traps on the ropes. And I'm thinking, okay, this is your chance, Dubois. Start to unleash. And his dad's screaming at him. The way Usyk just slips and turns off the ropes and then starts to land his own, I'm like, oh my God, what am I watching? But I will say this, they're both swinging. There's almost a dislike between the two. It's weird. But they're both swinging from the hip. So anyway, round one, Oleksandr Usyk. Round two, Oleksandr Usyk. Round three, I'm like, Daniel might have nicked that, you know. That Daniel starts to land some good shots. I mean, Daniel done, I think it might have been round three where Daniel done about 1:45 of really good work. But then Oleksandr Usyk stole the last minute. So you're like, which way are the judges going to go? But I think Dubois deserved to do that. Round four, Usyk just lights him up. Usyk's lighting him up. And I'm like, this guy has no... I'm watching it and I'm thinking, he's the best boxer I've ever seen live. I'm watching it thinking, fuck me, this guy's incredible. And then round five, I mean, it was all she wrote. I mean, it was a case of, you know, when Usyk normally hurts you, he hurts you. It's clear that Usyk is now fully grown into a heavyweight. Like when you look at him, and Joseph Parker said this to me as well. Joseph Parker went to go and see Usyk on Thursday or Friday. And Joseph Parker was looking at him thinking, he's my size. Obviously, he's not in terms of, Parker's got a bit more physical presence, but in terms of height, in terms of looking at Usyk, you're looking at a heavyweight now. You're not looking at a cruiserweight coming up. So you're looking at now a guy that is fully 224, 25 pounds of just dense size. So when he hits you, and a lot of them people prior, I think, thought they could have walked through Usyk's shots. The problem now is that I think what Usyk's done to Tyson Fury in that first fight, to AJ in the first and second fight, is he's making you know, you can't just think you can walk through me, because I'm going to hurt you. If you think you can just be on the front foot and try and walk through me, I'm going to hurt you. And he's doing that now. So not only is he going to outbox you, as we know that, his feet are going to be too good, he's going to make you work and be breathing. Like Dubois was breathing out of his ass after round 3. He can now hurt you. Nope. Too good. Honestly, far too good. I think I'm astounded by how good he is. I'm not even joking, people. Like, his feet. Like, I could just watch the bottom half of his body and just someone like a Lee Wiley who works alongside Ben Davison. Like, Lee Wiley used to do this thing. I don't know if he does it anymore. He did a thing about Chocolatito where he kind of just slowed it down and showed his feet and what he's doing. Nothing is by accident. Like, everything he's doing, it's chess move. You do this, I'm going to do this because I know you're going to do this, and then I'm going to do that. That's chess. Do you know what I mean? That isn't a case of I'm just going to swing here and hope that... No. I'm going to throw this. I know that then you're going to do that. And then as you do that, I'm going to come here because you're going to go there and then bang. And the reason he knows all this is obviously he watches tape on these guys, but that downloading information thing's real. I think people laugh at it. We used to say that a lot about Loma, didn't we? And Floyd to an extent. Like, these people, especially in rematches, you see it with Usyk, he's clearly worked out what you're going to do. He knows what you're going to do, maybe even before you know what you're going to do. And it's actually incredible. Honestly, it's incredible to see. It really is. He has more tools in his tool bag than any heavyweight. And there isn't a heavyweight alive competing. Alive's a bit too deep. There isn't a heavyweight competing that I think gets close to him. Honestly, like, this is going to sound crazy to you guys. The person I actually think gets closest to him is Jaya Pataya. I know that might sound mad because who's Jaya? But it's about the speed and the feet. Like, I think he looks at these heavyweights like slow in the mud. Honestly, like, they're going to come in 270, 260. He's like, I'm just going to light you up. I'm going to light you up. And I'm looking at it like, I'm thinking of Bacoli. He'll light him up. And you know me, I'm Bacoli. Parker, he'll light him up. And I'm a Parker fan. He'll light these guys up. I almost feel like you need Moses. Like, this is crazy, right? But it's almost fast heavyweights are the only ones that I think might have a chance. Fast-footed, fast hands. And I'm thinking Moses the town, but I'm thinking Jai. I know he's not heavy. I'm thinking Jai because of his speed. Anyone else, you're getting lit up. You're getting lit up. Like, my boy Chisora tried to come in, and I could feel Chisora next to me that I'm doing the interview. And I'm like, it ain't it, buddy. Like, I love you, Chisora, but this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. I know they all want a piece. This ain't it. Man, I'm just so, like, I just feel so fortunate. I'm very religious. My missus always sends me, like, Bible passages. The reason I'm saying all this is because I feel so blessed and thankful to God that I've got the ability to ask this guy questions in the ring. Do you know, like, how, like, and yes, sometimes I get all stuttery with the questions because I'm just like a fan like you guys. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm talking to Oleksandr. Like, I go in the ring and they're like, Ade, get in there. And I'm like, he's, you know, he's putting his fucking t-shirt on. He's rapping his, and I'm like, oh my, I'm staring at him like in disbelief. Like, and you know, obviously he understands English, but obviously still a foreign language to him to an extent. And I'm like, I'm running out of things to say to you. Because I'm genuinely running out of things to say to him because I'm watching him thinking, I know some people like that. I watch people that do these in-ring interviews and they kind of got notes and whereas me, I'm just like a fan. Like, oh my God, dude, I'm like that with him because I mean, I'm almost in disbelief. Bear in mind, I know it's styles make fights, right? But bear in mind what Dubois did to AJ and what we just saw Usyk do to Dubois. Now, understand, and again, don't be disrespectful to Dubois. Dubois, by everyone's rankings, I get how some people might have Cabial and there's a bit of a sort of up and down move here. But Dubois, for me, is the number 2 heavyweight in the world. I go on a recent run. Cabial's run is very, very good as well. And so is Parker's. But I still think you'd have Dubois number 2, at least going into that fight. Look what he just did to the number 2 heavyweight in the world. And don't people start the bullshit, oh yeah, it's a bum heavyweight era. It's not a bum heavyweight era. It's not. It's just that guy. Like, you remove Usyk, this is a fucking competitive era of just guys killing each other. You've just got one guy at the top that's just so much better than anyone else. So much better than anyone else. Good luck to anyone getting in the ring with that next. Good luck. Because he ain't slowing down at 38. And that thing he said about kicking the horses, which is a reference, by the way, to the last time, I think Adam Smith confirmed this on comms. I didn't know about it. The last time he actually got knocked out was when a horse actually kicked him or something. Don't piss this man off. Don't piss this man off. Because there's one thing when he likes you and he'll outbox you, and, you know, if you piss this man off, when he got the first knockdown, he went to the corner and he was where I was. So I was ringside and he came to the corner where I was. And he looked at Dubois' team and he almost looked at them like, you better save your boy. Because you better save him because I'm about to do some damage here. And I think we all saw what happened. Privilege. I'm so a fan of this man. Oh, God. Like, just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, you know, Eastern Europeans, you know, that's the one difference, I guess, from sort of the 70s and the 80s and to an extent the 90s as well. And there were a splattering of Eastern European boxers. But the one difference between those eras and now is the Eastern European emergence. Golovkin, Loma, the Klitschko's to an extent, right? Especially Vitali. I know Vladimir won more, but Vitali for me was the killer of the two. Bivol, Beterbiev, Usyk. Like that, I mean, this Eastern Europeans that have just come over and said, we'll show you what we can do. And they have been sensational. And he's top of the tree. He's the top of the tree. Olympic gold medalist, World Championship gold medalist, European gold medalist. I believe Asian Games gold medalist. Need to double check that. But if he did compete in the Asian Games, he definitely won gold. Cruiserweight undisputed, heavyweight undisputed, World Boxing Super Series champion, heavyweight again undisputed, Fury twice, AJ twice, Dubois twice. Fuck it. Love him. I love you, Oleksandr. I love you, man. I'm gonna get an Oleksandr. You know, I'm gonna reach out to his team now. As soon as I get off this video. And like, he must still be in the country. Wherever he is, I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna get signed something. I'm just gonna use, you know, like, I don't like doing things like going backstage. I did it for Bivol, but I don't like doing all that shit. When I could do it, by the way, I see everyone else do it, going backstage and getting signed gloves. I'm like, no. Let me stay. Should have done it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my privileges, and I'm gonna message his manager. I'm gonna say, look, dude, I need something. I need something from your boy. I've got that photo. I've got this photo. Ooh. And this is still like my pride and joy. Still my pride and joy. That photo, to be fair, will never, ever be beaten. Because obviously that was the first Fury fight. That's when he became undisputed and showed all that emotion. So that's probably all I need. Maybe I should just get this signed from the great man. Maybe I should just get it signed. Mwah. What a fighter. What a time to be alive, people, to witness someone this great. What a time to be alive. And what a privilege as well to be able to do what I do. Like, I don't take it for granted. And it was great seeing a lot of you guys there yesterday. A lot of you guys were like, Ade, I'm coming to the live. And I'm like, what? So it was so nice meeting everyone. I tried to take as many photos as possible. There's even time when I'm working and they're like, Ade, you got a minute? And I'm trying to quickly take photos. And if you're one of those people that I couldn't take a photo with or do whatever with and have a little conversation, I do apologize. It was just manic. As you guys know, it was manic yesterday. But it was great to meet so many of you. You know what's crazy? Meeting so many of you and you know in the journey, oh my God, Ade, I used to watch you on the green. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, so... it was fun. I'm going to do a separate video on the undercard. We'll do a what next type videos. We'll do a video on Manny Pacquiao supposedly being robbed in that fight with Barrios. I haven't seen it. Bam Rodriguez looking sensational. Sebastian Findora re-establishing or reconfirming or whatever that he is the number one 154 pounds. Loads to do. Loads to do. And we're going to do it all. Peace out.
Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now.
Ade Oladipo, brought to you by Undisputed.